Oka TV, creativity to casket close.
Obra, anywhere, Obra, anywhere. Yeah, Bonnie said, I could call you baby. I don't know. I just on
Obra anywhere bumper. I did just say no one for tea and doom, no compadia, one my media, not just Obrano, when you start here. And then I could raise the Ayatsnas, no one is a Focus TV, Journey of Life, and a very assault. Yeah, the air just for come, Eddie Amodimu, Eddie, Papa, and then Yanya bra, your fire ding now, ever high in every kitchen come. Ni dia o just for Mr. Harrison and they were high in the betray como. Nansa na young corner so, na ye ne ko kan obra kuntu ni mu make out. Say edwumakuo bi na eja o maso ya say edwumadi na e de ebrew. Eye odine ba Ghana rice so pe mo papa pe dia for ni chiro heba for ni ko di mu e tu. Wo pe bi etu akoton, wo pe ba bi na eja wo dia twe wo de. Wo sisa ni kakra e dia, betimi akọ ni ba for no akọ di mu e tu. Frɛ wo mo e wo 0244661676. 0244661676. Or you know Ghana rice and I will say eat like your royal. Did it sign? Also, you that's why I say. Sounds like your royal bonus or so penny breakfast. Would do any chill more Tom Brown, rice water near come where did breakfast and your coa will be actual. Wait my phone. It was 0240898981. 0240898981. Sounds na army matter so pensa se ato pedayato or pekato bibia wo pato e wo wiase mu de okwa ubenya bi ato de ne border form a obetimi ato obetimi afi o mo so e wo 0249001964 0249001964 fro mu ne kwaje wadan di mu edu sounds na eye peki be home made pizza oye pizza papa na kono ye so wa no ana chese woda na mu hu ne wonye okọ bake ho a obe ni bina e di ama frɛ wo mo e wo 0544612997 0544612997 frɛ ne kwajo di mu edu we mo ani aboafo maso masam de journey of life e de do make out se me a metina se e de dwuma de ama me de ameje so Debbielyn Jackson aka Wahima prove them wrong and of course me prove you wrong. I'm also will be able go to them papa make out set Focus TV o person will share your life every Wednesday be now share journey of life I go Facebook now like it and you Focus TV videos we watch our will be share so as on YouTube so of course subscribe to your YouTube channel also videos you watch our the ones will be share you do ye try musi my ba e dey make the messages now so for be able to do never see
Obra, anywhere, Obra, anywhere, yeah, Bonnie said, I could call you baby. I don't know. I just on.
I shall buy a time of Baba Focus TV. My cash was a very journey of life, and yet you go back on to any busway. You better to move and come on, make out. Make or make out was Mr. Harrison, and then they can have problem and say, Mr. Harrison, you're more of Baba Focus TV. Yeah, everyone. Or back on to the Abrabon Elwa. Now, what they not starting for you?
So, say I was born and bred in Accra, but I didn't stay with my grandparents for a few, like 2-3 years.
Okay.
In my hometown from Agotime.
Oh.
Yes, that's the home of King Ghana. So I came back to Accra. And I had to go back to school. Like I had to restart the cycle of going to school again. So I was largely behind my class. I'm a village champion coming to Accra here. Accra started higher. So being in class 3, I think I was in class 1. So I was largely the tallest in my class and maybe the oldest, I should say.
So at that time, we we brought for them back.
I doubt, but then I mean like the age of a class 3 child should probably be my age by like years. So but then I was in class 1. But then something funny happened. I had a class teacher who had interest in making me polish his shoe every day. Like from first term to second term, we are polish his shoe.
And then now, who is a punishment? You know, the punishment. And then won't tell us.
So I don't know. Okay. In the MBA school, 10th term, class 1, no. Mom in the shoe, you're selling polishing man. I'm just holding 7 years. So to show the training. And I think my friend, I made it a proper. But my dad is a strict kind of person.
He
didn't show up. But my mom came. And I mean, you know that that was my mother. She came and displayed very well in the school. I had to go, I was asked to go home. I had to stay home again for another year to go back to school. So that was a private school. Then I ended up in the basic school, Abai Saito.
Okay.
A friend of Babayara.
Babayara.
Yes. So I completed GSS in Babayara. And Babayara was another story altogether, but I mean that's the basics of it. Babayara also was another journey altogether.
There's one physical challenges there.
Babayara, no, I'm joining school for you. Like thinking, I don't make one place to be.
At that time, now my main parents not insurance.
Oh yeah, sure. They made everything was appearance.
But now we not question now before.
No, it was just about, I just wanted to do something for myself.
For yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't about not having, it wasn't even about that because, I mean, I could say that on that stretch, I wasn't that about, but yeah, we were okay. We were in our own home where, yes, my dad was working, my mom was working, so that was, it wasn't really about being able to take care of us. But I think, personally, I'm someone who wants to solve a problem and make money out of it. So the least chance I get to make money.
So you know you're a businessman.
So that bit too, I got repeated in class 5. It wasn't really repetition. I was told to be on probation. I missed class for like 2 terms. Yeah, I had a bicycle I was renting out to people. So it wasn't a good school. I was renting out the bike. And I was
your friend is the Kobo.
Yeah, so I was put on probation. And my dad was like, probation repetition, I didn't so I should go back to class 5. But for me, that was a turning point in my life. So he asked me to go back to class 5, which I didn't do. So first week, Manko. Second week, Manko. Third week, I offer one a brand new pencil, brand new sharpener. And I
new
carpentry, and my baby will feel I'm not make a die. So make a die, and I'm not serious. So I'm saying go school. I mean, not to say the carpentry was bad then, but then I realized that if I didn't go to school, I was going to probably end up learning the trade, which my friends, I mean, will tease you for my age, not going to school and
yes,
and I mean, that was a turning point in my life. And I always say, my dad himself doesn't remember saying something like that happened. But that was a turning point in my life. I wouldn't say, like, I really took my book serious. I got back on track, and from there, I would say that things have been a bit, I mean, okay, like for me, I've stayed focused on my books.
Okay.
Yes, that's one thing I could say.
From basics to SHS, where's SHS? Say me happy.
SS was another miracle because West Africa Secondary School was Adenta. And also, my boys, I mean, like, maintenance for
so, they decided now. One person didn't decide now.
Which men say, but like, I'm not quiet, I'm not calm. Yeah, I'm always moving here and there. So, if you put me in a boarding school, in a boys' school, I'm sure that I'll come back with like a lot of trouble. So, he decided for me to go to West Africa. Even that I remember, say, in Makeo, and I was there, market baby and see on coffee here someone like that's what 7 hours. Then I didn't buy phones. I school year selection year because somebody on. The first day I got to was I fell in love with the school, and that's been the best part of my personality.
You're now open when you coach him.
Yes, so I think yes. So I have a feeling that my dad has always probably been like 2 steps ahead of me when it comes to me deciding what I want to do with school.
No, you're not deciding on it.
Yes, yeah. Why? So I can see that why.
Okay. Yeah, but near the how we SHS near a Juma. Okoye any ade ye twa husima akogye abafo nkrato ye ba e ko mo twetwe ne sa to so that is
it. Obra anywhere Obra
Asho for some more kwa ba jeni of life na eja ya tena se ye dem ko mo twetwe no ahyehye so e ama no na ye wo baby a wo so wi SHS mo fa ne ma bibia ye hwe ufu wi DHS na de ni see.
Alright, maybe SS, all along, I mean, with everything I'm here from primary to JHS and SS, I saw myself as a military man. I always wanted to be in the army. So right after SS, I remember very well because I keep dates. I wrote my last paper on 1st June. Then I started working in a laundry on 4th June, which was a Monday. So I wrote the last paper on a Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I started working in the laundry.
Okay.
So I bought forms to join the army. And I also bought forms to go to school. So that was another one. Universities, Tech and Tech, VDS, and army forms. So fortunately, army my first. So I was supposed to go for training and all that. So we call training. So forms we buy, no more I say we go home and go. And the last one they call me uncle I retired from army. Yeah, I retired Kenya. It's all share the results, share later and I said my results are good, so I shouldn't join the army. If I go now, go school. So that was another hint between myself and my dad then. So because my dad had let me. Personally, I wanted to join the army. I didn't just know that at that point. I didn't know that after SS wouldn't be as when you are done with university. So when he told me, so after uni, better, and I wasn't better because he's an army officer. He's retired and he's telling me, I shouldn't do other ranks. I should rather go to the university and do officer. So I decided I wasn't going to join the army again. That was another hit between me and my dad again. I told you that. Yeah, school and yeah. So I ended up, I packed my bag and baggage and went to work. So I completed UDS work. So that's where everything started. Yeah.
From a home school, the one face challenges be our to say, yeah, go out the book or bongo food, green, or quiet, maybe an instant matter. One faces some of them.
So maybe the NSA. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I didn't do any of those things. Yeah, but I got involved in a fight once. That was like my last fight my whole life. So basically,
now it's gone.
My course is called was. So so that's fight there, no more. Yeah, but like if we share from university, this is somewhere. My last fight I got involved was in the university, but that was it. Yes, we are in Africa. You're not going to have everything available to you the way you want it. You will have to manage, you will have to struggle. We all went through that. I don't think it's bad. If you have it available, it's fine. If you have a limited resource to do what you want to do, also teaches you some lessons. So for me, I feel that my whole being, experience and everything is part of what I've gone through as a boy or growing up. So I don't look back and say that. There are days we always say baby instead of banku. Those days rice was a thing, yeah. But then I won't say, but when I look at where I've come from and I compare to other people, I still say I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Just that, delayed in going and completing school. My brothers all completed SS before they turned 18. When I completed SS, I was almost 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, my house, I was the oldest person to finish SS. Yeah, like.
Now, no, I'm more feeling BBR.
I know.
No, so,
no, like.
No, opinion.
Major,
I'm going to use no. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, normal. Yeah, that's what I mean. So for me, when I look at my life, it's not largely about the things that I didn't have, but it's about what I was able to learn or pick up from not having the things that I didn't have.
Nti invest work and once and kakra we say family sika nche da mu sika but one like one bread and I will go school. Nti invest life after some years teachers will be invest one face challenges bia say e ma wo be mu ka so give up go school the
so maybe my perspective of life within legacy. So I remember, if I could say back then, I was living on a monthly stipend of like 50 cedis a month.
Okay.
That's what I was living on. My siblings were also sending money once in a while to support. So basically, but you see, I usually don't say that with bread because I know people who didn't have what I had. So that's why I don't picture it. I picture the whole situation as like it was tough. 50 cedis a month is money nobody can survive on. Yeah, but you have it. Yeah, and then
once the ground.
And then me too. That 50 cedis will come. If I'm lucky, my siblings will also send it. And I also turned myself around. So while I was in the university, I sold T-shirts.
Okay.
I sold perfume. So because I was all the way in when I'm going to I buy perfume.
Now what do you see?
Yeah, me buy. So me mark when I'm fee. I made more than me now.
Okay.
So let me see your mama before fee. That's why they're small. So by the time I'm going back to school, I've gotten enough money to go back. So when I go in, I know that you're coming from Accra. There are things that they want from you. So I buy perfumes, buy T-shirts, I buy some shirts, the ones that I know I can sell them. And so for me, that's how I managed. Because if because she would be saying hustler, they won't believe it because I appear like I have. It's just that I know how to. I won't sit down and from the sunshine and I didn't say yes, I need to find I need to make sure I find it.
Even though we feel but while trying to be
basically, yes, that's what if you didn't we are 7. Yeah, because I'm already standing someone can
we are 7.
Yes.
Okay,
that's not one.
Yeah, sure. So we invest in after invest our life we see answer na me try and see ma akofa life tips every say wa ko to e ba e dey go to train e to aso e was
Emerson say the life tips everywhere. Obra going to a journey of life person. Here make us say me dey yasel wa ko to. Obetimi afre me beki do na meje so. Juma ko aso masane say me fa life tips embryo. Becky Bell homemade pizza. Pizza, Udia, we want sa account and I may account for Amawi. Ubeti me afre mo 0544612997 and now say 055668188. And then life tips you may dear sweet. The person is soon be a time and send me penny for a kind say a mirror way, the ninka so, and a emerald so near them, and train or Emma or the same, and see and ne, baby beer our persuasion. And now emerald and new mother's and intim, Jerome sorry waka, men transit opi, a beefy baby me wow, and son of Juma dear beer will name so wit in Yayan, why, Davy, sorry waka. Say ye koi emre na nipa uni nti sorry na eye anase efa omre no e wo wabra bom so be di so ye kama Abrabo we ete say nsu a eten. Nsu na don sa be so mu. Uyi won sa nya sa nsu na biem. Eba betwom sana abrabo ewo we etie ewo emre mu. Emre so etwam a na etwam enti hwe na etoto abrabo yi ewo omre. Eha ena me de live tips ebesi ewo obrako into jumudi. So na me kai we say jumaku aso masene se me fambre we Becky Bell homemade pizza with dear obeka once aka ho. Obetimi afra 05566 84188 and I say 0544 612997. Masema meka attract on say she ho so yi Debbielyn medas.
Asha for some more kwa ba Jenny of life na ja ya tena se yedim komo twetwe no ahyehye so edi ama no. Na ye wo baby a wo so bi SHS mo fa nyema bibiri. Ye hwe ofu bi SHS na de ni see.
Maybe SS, all along, I mean, with everything and I'm here from primary to JHS and SS, I saw myself as a military man. I always wanted to be in the army. So right after SS, I remember very well because I keep dates. I wrote my last paper on 1st June. Then I started working in a laundry on 4th June, which was a Monday. So I wrote the last paper on a Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I started working in the laundry.
Okay.
So I bought forms to join the army. And I also bought forms to go to school. So that was another one. To universities, tech and tech, BDS and army forms. So fortunately, I'm in my first. So I was supposed to go for training and all that. So we call training. So forms we buy, almost people who are going. And the last one, I retired from Army. Yeah, I retired Kenya. And so I share the results. I share letter name and I said, my results are good. So I shouldn't join the army. If I go now, go school. So that was another hint between myself and my dad then. So because my dad had not let me. Personally, I wanted to join the army. I didn't just know that at that point. I didn't know that after SS wouldn't be as when you are done with university. So when he told me, after uni, I better, and I wasn't better because he's an army officer. He's retired and he's telling me, I shouldn't do other ranks. I should rather go to the university and do officer. So I decided I wasn't going to join the army again. That was another hit between me and my dad again. I told you that. School and yeah. So I ended up, I packed my bag and baggage and went to work. So I completed UDS work. So that's where everything started. Okay, yeah.
From a home school, one face challenges be our home. To say, go out and look for bongo food, green, or quiet, maybe an instant. One face is our phone.
So maybe the NSA, I don't drink, I don't smoke, okay. I didn't do any of those things. Yeah, but I got involved in a fight once. That was like my last fight my whole life. So basically,
now was one.
My course is in Kowas. So so that's fight there, no more. Yeah, but like if we share from university basis somewhere, my last fight I got involved in was in the university. But that was it. Yes, we are in Africa. You're not going to have everything available to you the way you want it. You will have to manage, you will have to struggle. We all went through that. I don't think it's bad. If you have it available, it's fine. If you have a limited resource to do what you want to do, also teaches you some lessons. So for me, I feel that my whole being, experience and everything is part of what I've gone through as a boy or growing up. So I don't look back and say that. There are days we always we baby instead of banku. Those days rice was a thing, yeah. But then I won't say, but when I look at where I've come from and I compare to other people, I still say I'm lucky. I'm very lucky. Just that, I delayed in going and completing school. My brothers all completed SS before they turned 18. When I completed SS, I was almost 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my house, I'm was the oldest person to finish census. Yeah, like.
No, I'm more Philippi.
I know.
No, so
No, like.
Una opinion.
Nah,
Major, maybe so.
okay.
Yeah, normal.
No one said. Yeah, that's what I mean. Said. So for me, when I look at my life, it's not largely about the things that I didn't have, but it's about what I was able to learn or pick up from not having the things that I didn't have.
It's me a prayer. You will start the room to channel any amount of life. So, Mr. Harrison, now, you're free, invest, share after invest life. Saying and you should see.
After investing the national service for company. But I know not my dream is from national service I will apply and then join them like as an officer. So they military forms and I'm a master child or St. Charles, a boys' school or company. But in the end I didn't go well. They called me, but they called me again for the other runs. Like I didn't buy other runs form, but they called me for other runs. So eventually I didn't go. Then there was this job application, mass social welfare scheme. It was that nice on Sedicam guide. They advertised in the graphic for like 2-3 months for almost 1,000 jobs. Then I applied. Then by then you move from Accra somewhere, so to somewhere to go and do your screen before an interview. And also be back from Tamale to Accra. I know you say we need Juma. So I was coaching my young friend. I decided that I have to get something doing myself.
Now the application but
so Tamale, I saw the Tamale, I'm sending application is more than 20. Like the government studies, so I knew I wanted to work in an NGO. To make the call, the apprentice, I'm the call officers. But Tamale, I didn't get a single interview before I came back to Accra. When I came to Accra, so sorry, it was.
Who did call in from one Vivian or say Accra?
Sorry.
Big judge.
It was to give you up. You went in the future. Yeah, opening the future. So maybe back to Accra. It was, I don't know how to describe it because by then we had rented out our house, they are renting a fee, we had tenants. I mean, and all of that,
Okay.
So, I mean, I was in my own room before I went to the university. I came back to fetch my brother, I had some money though. I mean, I came back like broke from national service, I'm not here on my feet. So, Madame would be finally go far, and I'm in the call interview. I recall very well, I had just one shoe, and then I carried that file, and I had 2 handkerchiefs. The 2 handkerchiefs, my pay are wet, my pay are dry. One and wet one, so that's how I went around. So the far one area, the far is the gone, and then the bar, I bet you the companies are home, my church address, my coffee, I can print CV, the application letter, and the next day, and I'm in the advance. So I'm planning eventually the first job.
See, no one in the first job, no. If you're not patient, you're like page man, you see. From all parents.
My parents can't only Accra. It was just me and my siblings. So and there was not me laundry because my age more laundry pen. So not many people laundry fee. See, because I'm funny, I'm so I mean it was okay for me. When I say it was okay for me, I mean I eat, I have money on me, something small, but then I just wanted a job that I know that this is what I studied for. So I finally got a job and I finished national service in I guess October 1st I was working.
Okay.
So I mean I actually moved. I got like 3 jobs I got called for 3 interviews around the same week. Yes, because I'm in movie like Mindao. Sorry, no more call here. Every day I go and then I come back. I was involved in selling solar panels. By then I do solar lights, I mean anything I could lay my hand on.
Oh yeah.
Yes, so that's how I got my first job. And my first job was from GCI in the Ghana Community Radio Network. And it was funny. I remember I walked in to another office. I'm an architect, and I'm a ball. We ring you on the bell, and leading the buy. I was saying, open it, let's make page. I see you, my friend. I'm see you. Maybe invest. You want to be able to me. I see you. Yeah, architect. I'm with me. I see you. Mommy, I mean, I show them with me. I see you. I should go down the street or one direction. What's the deal? Direction or one, I'm go pure with me. So that was my first job, and I mean that was like the working bits for me. Yeah, so it was more development communication. So there's malaria, use your nets, those were the kind of things. But we were working with community radio stations. So I mean it was a good experience for me because I got to practice what I actually studied in school. Even though I didn't specialize in communication, there were bits and pieces of everything that we were doing that I knew I had already done in school. So it was good for me. I started with 450 cedis salary. When I got my first job, that was like 100 cedis more than we're being paid for national. It's an old page, one will be now. The thing about Ejuma is that when you're Ejuma for the first 2 months, I ended. Once you go to the first pay, second pay, about 10 pay, it's still discovery here from the So, but then I also didn't give up. So we were getting projects, and I mean it got better. I think before I left TCR, I was around 2006 or so. I did like 6 years with TCR before I moved on.
Moving on, what's happening for now? What's it happening?
So whilst me Ejuma back home, my brother would I mean it didn't see that. Because whilst we were GCR, I not be a young degree. I got funding from SMV to design oven, the whole by then I was still with GCR. It was with GCR, I was doing a solar light thing. And then again, I was still selling t-shirts. I mean, we are called workshop. Me t-shirts, the bar, now I'm talking about
one hour t-shirts.
I mean, madam, the real music I call it. Yes, I'm not money t-shirt. To be trying to kind of imagine how I'm done. So for me, I was always doing something, and the laundry was also helping.
Laundry, no jai.
Laundry. Still not very okay. And laundry we tried about 2 years ago because they could be one white shirts be 50. Usually 50 shirts they come in about 2 days, but 2 weeks. With the bare 1 week, not 2 weeks. Pressure on the doors, so we carry with the but I mean, for me, I would tell people that laundry is like the easiest way to start if you know how to iron, you know how to wash. I mean, it will be a CRD. When you say 2 years to the end, because people don't really care about. They won't come and ask you, see, once it comes out, they're okay. Because I never had a washing machine until.
Now, don't say
can I say, sorry, roots and you never bribe, you see. I didn't mention that humanity. That deadline was yesterday because it was within Christmas. Sure. I'm boy to me at time, but the laundry too wasn't bad. Even though it was kind of bad frequently. I remember we got just Nipa Bakunyama, and it was more than what I was earning a month. In fact, I could about the chair 450. Nipa Bakunyama was 600. Wow. Osha, son, what would you money be? Yeah, I mean for me that's what I see. There's a way you are not going to get the money coming constantly. And the challenges that most entrepreneurs face. But while doing all this, I decided to run a restaurant. Also because I picked that from my mom. My mom was running a chop bar at home when we were young, and I was it's a restaurant. It's a pork joint and yam chips with joint meat. So I was going places to be home baby. Now we have more space. The next we'll go a senior farm. And then the more to a senior farm. So I finally got a place in 2018 to do my first branch. That was when we opened the first branch of 1115. That's the big site. So that was when I actually got the space. But I went into the restaurant business because I like cooking, I enjoy cooking, and I mean if I want to eat, I know what I want to eat. So that's one main reason why and also because I wanted to go into farming. I felt that if I went into farming, the restaurant would be, like a ready business for me to sell my produce to. So I started first with farming, with a restaurant. And then I currently am now doing a small bakery. I'm hoping that I will also pick up. If there's anything I want to come back to the laundry, just that even though the money is good and stressful, and I can say it's
laundry the which I can.
Laundry the which I mean, yeah, me this is being a hundred and 20 50 a day. Me a company review, yeah. But if I could get people who are committed, and it's something that I would want to do. I mean, there's another part of my life I never mentioned. My issue make a pain. Yes, the engine is my issue make a pain.
And then for one, if you are going to person, they are not training now.
So me, I don't see it as a much like me and the film of me say, me issue make a yes, yeah, so because my other GSS. A primary school weekend, we call house to house. I'm out for shoe Sunday, my policy. I'm out for shoe mailbox or if you any to pop area more behind the back. So for me, it was.
No, no, papa, no, one still no,
not my main. Okay. My dad wasn't worried. No, once I don't miss school, I don't miss church. My dad didn't have a problem with it. Okay. The only thing my dad had a problem with was a bicycle because I don't know how to go to school. I don't know I want for a post school and then scanning at and then also didn't talk about brave. Those were the ones, but anything that was legal, in private, and my dad never had a problem with that. So that's one of the reasons why I think I probably grew up into being an entrepreneur. Yeah, dumb amount for the kind.
Dumb amount for
fear, because my friend would do it, because if you say, dominate bra. Yeah, done and say, now we can't try. I'm going to or reporting about a crowd on Sally. I'm fine saying, what's it
happy?
I say, I just can't do it. You might actually must get it.
Or reporting, you can
well, by for back will be a
okay.
Papa, they say, once you've gone for the job to do it, it means that you know you can do it. Once you're not going to fail your exams, you are not going to hurt yourself, then you can go, you can get it. Yes, you can get. And then, when you start to learn from my collective flamboyant for seeds. Yeah, my dream come back, but I know which year I was 50 or so. So, I mean, my dad had a way of
5 pesos.
Yes, and then 5 pesos. Say 5 pesos is good. My dream team back, which it was a way of he trying to get us to learn a few of the things that has made us who we are today. Because I'm sure I always say that my dad is a better manager. I mean, if my dad was running any of the things that I'm running, he would do it better than I'm doing because he did things like practically. And these were some of the things that we picked from. I will say that the journey for me from growing up to this stage is better off than now that I think I'm probably somewhere. I'm starting my own business because the stress I have now compared to me at Colano and Ben, it's sort of things I have to deal with now. Yeah, managing people, managing workers, getting the right people to work with is far way more stressful than what I have to do with being a kid. I mean,
yeah, free. Near one film a dream in the whole cancer in the way. I also ferry so yes.
In the moment, I still to say, I'm at a restaurant. They come and call me, boss, toilet natural kill. And I go and work on it. I don't have a problem. And it's because one, my dad, two, my first boss who I worked with, told us there's a lot of money in if you move to just that in Ghana, if you're able to when you nobody knows so for me, work is not really the problem. Yeah, the Juma be anyone make us say yes, I'm in my year. I don't look like I don't look like some of the things I've done. Yeah, but those are things that I feel and believe that have made me who I am. Even though I'm not there yet, I feel that they all contributed to making me who I am. My first job also really actually helped shape me because I remember when I got my first job, like I maybe invested my basic Excel coming to me. But there was a lot I learned in my first job that when I moved on, was very helpful. So for me, I feel say if I had anything to tell people my age or people who are finishing university now, your first job is like school again, where you are going to practice what you have actually studied in school to make sure that you have some experience to sell yourself. But most of the challenge is that everybody pay Juma they don't want to contribute to growing the business. They don't want to do that. They want to come in, the business is already grown. Then all bet in office 8 to 5. That's why we are where we are today. And if I had a chance to say anything to people who are saying that there are no jobs in Ghana, I'll tell them that it's a big lie. I can tell you for a fact. So if you want to work, you want to make money in Ghana, but when they say maybe university, maybe yes, you might be there, then I'm probably you because what you are looking for is not there. That's not the kind of economy we are
restaurant will be once in country.
Yeah, I mean, this is my second branch in 2 years. We are moving into our third year. This is our second branch, and I can see it's and yet easy, and yet better. Yeah, COVID, especially COVID, about my high drink. People have paid rent, and then the money is not coming. But you can't also give up. The biggest challenge I see in the industry is getting the right people to work with. And if you interview 10 entrepreneurs and they'll tell you getting the right people to work with is the biggest challenge. And I always tell people, my prayer is that everybody who works with me should one day start their own business. And then they understand when you get people who understand and buy into your vision, it's easier. Yes, I mean, we have over almost 20 workers here. So if we can employ more than 20 people in 2 years, only God knows what we can do if the business stands in the next 4 or 5 years.
School from basic to GHS, the university, the medical you see why is successful. Of course we do but I don't like calling myself a CEO because I feel that it comes with a lot of you should muscle up, you should have gathered a lot of experience. I feel say I am not there yet. If I say I'm successful, then probably be able to sign a check of $100,000 and give to you and not hassle. But as I know, I can't do even $100,000 I can't sign for you. So yeah, so I won't say there's progress, yes, but I think we are also too quick to say that someone has made it, which is why there's a lot of failure in what we do. Because we start taking a crown, only I start more titles, and then more award, one year now you lose focus. I don't think I'm there yet. The vision I have, this is not even 10% close to what I would want to do. See, the next 10 years, how would you see yourself?
I would want to have at least 5 branches across Accra, a few more in the Ashanti region, some in the Volta region, 2 branches each there. Probably try East Africa. I think East Africa is a place for hospitality, so I would want to own a branch there. And also grow myself, my career. I don't do the restaurant 24/7. I come here after work. I have an 8 to 5 job I do. I work with an NGO, so I want to make progress. That's how I also reach out to communities. So I want to be able to do that. I'll become a food.
I'm really the only person who media around it.
Yes, I know there's money. You know, people look for jobs because it's not just a passion for it. Yeah, you might have passion to join the army, but it's because we've been brought up to think that a Benjamin is secure. And I do retirement. Retirement will be on Pamoya. But then, aside being disciplined, if you are disciplining yourself, I feel that there's a lot of money outside being in the army, even though it's, to be in the army is fun, but I think there's a lot of money outside the army, and I don't regret not going into the army. I've always said this, that I don't regret joining the army, even though I still see them and I'm happy. But I think there's money where I am. If I work hard, the money will come.
Since I say agency successfully, we say since I'm more help, I will also about people on your business to sell. Can you become control?
I think there's starting a business. Yes, you could have an idea, and sometimes we want to say idea. You think you have an idea that you want to bring up, but if for you to hear someone say the same thing, so having the idea alone is not enough. The commitment and the passion for it is it's what drives you. If you're not committed to it, trust me. A number of times I ask myself whether I'm doing the right thing here or I shouldn't, because the amount of money that has gone into this business, you sit and ask yourself, if it's not passion, trust me, and for the young ones who, like me, who are coming up, which when you get someone's job, you handle it as though it was yours. If I put 5 entrepreneurs here, they will all tell you stories of how their employees, one way or the other, are costing them. If you have time to listen to some of them, I have a friend who runs a piggery. They can't say for 2 weeks. The farm manager and I just want to feed. I'm not going to feed now. I thought 8 bags. I'm not pregnant. The farm manager never thought feed a one pregnant. I thought 2. I'm not quite a week. 8 you don't know. I'm not just 2. And they can't hear about say or check. They don't call feed one. Say feed one. So they over to 8 or yan sika. They do 2 in sika. I have 1. Or say and now I don't want to pregnant. Now I don't about 2. And you see, I say the Ghanaian or the African is very good with taking what is not theirs. And if you check Ghana, if you check us, we share among food supermarket, but we share Chinese for there, share Lebanese for there, welcome. Your man are welcome for ton. Who be a car about to come and do market? Among for shops, the area. So as for me, we need a whole national conversation about helping people who are running their own business, because until we have that conversation, it will be difficult for us to get to the point we want to get to. And office ejuma, one more office ejuma, no more doors. We have a certain office, but nothing really happens in the office if you don't go to the field. Yeah, if you don't go to the field, nothing really happens. So for me, passion, commitment, and then handling other people's job as your own, and can be quiet.
Yeah, there was for someone when you be able to do, share a rebel or starting when you be out, you do. Then so answer me, Brown and come starting the country of brand new Arabon. On our bench to say, you pay me near you, pay me near to say. Bibi abeg who be forgetting your mama with the mouth and in here we do some for the mouth. Why would this way this war passion so be adina? Bibi out do some or ye na bra no share or bibi awo ye bi. It sounds like person on ye great e will be as it bibi obenya bi shoemaker na wa ye bi da. And so bi na no kan unji. Sa na bibi as any abrabo no eti. It bibi awo ye bia for passion see e shame. E ka se bring na person me. Na me gidi se no ana ebebo. And the journey of life is Mr. Harrison and then the train come a journey of life. So Anna made that a year forecast. So I said, come bring it to channel who said Debbielyn Jackson and wife. Then I said, Papa, Samson and big girls one sewa almost no production baby bia e call kama e the emma midi and Debbielyn Jackson bet my friend on him prove them wrong bejo so di the make out say to me ko so masne e Becky Bell any Ghana rice ame mat ana afi so e royal blue so mo na so masna bi ju dey na e bro that's any say focus you say creativity till casket close.